Hi, my name is Jim Harris. I want to take a second just to tell you how excited I am to be a part of St. Joseph County's Professional Development Day coming up February 23rd, 2023. I wanted to introduce myself, but also give you a sense of the content of the day when we come together on February 23rd. As I mentioned, my name is Jim. I'm the owner of Opportunities Consulting Services, which is a company where I provide training and consultation to parents and professionals all over the country on how they can better support the young people in their life. I'm also the Associate Director of the Autism Training Center at Marshall University. I'm excited about the day when we come together because it's going to give us an opportunity to really talk about the complexities of the world in which our young people and we also exist in today. I have a variety of experiences from being a parent educator, an early interventionist, a mental health therapist, a university instructor. And the title of our presentation on the 23rd is Supporting Young People in a Complicated World. And what we're going to talk about is what are the things we can do to help us, to help young people in a variety of strategies. We're going to build it around this concept of state, story, and strategy. So what is that? So state, what does that even mean? So state is your mental and physical condition that you're in when you are supporting a young person or encountering a challenge. This is why the conversation around things like self-care and taking care of ourselves is so important, because we have to do things to keep us as our best selves, because the young people we serve deserve the best version of us. So what I'm going to talk to you in when we talk about state is what are some day-to-day things you can do to take care of you so you'll be at your best as you support the young people in your life. Story is our thoughts and beliefs about the challenges that we face in our life. It's the thoughts and beliefs about young people. For example, the difference between saying to yourself, what's wrong with kids these days versus what do kids need these days. Whereas if we're saying what's wrong with kids these days, it gives us a sense of contempt or conflict with young people. When we say what do kids need these days, it gives us a sense of being curious and exploratory and supportive. And what we'll use is talking about the ways of how thinking about the story that we tell ourselves about the young people we support will actually help us to be more open-minded to potential strategies and being more effective by better understanding them, by having a more complete story about kids that have neurological differences or regulatory challenges such as autism, ADHD, had experienced ACEs in their life, or anxiety. So by better understanding the story and deepening the story of the young people that we support and also ourselves will help us be more effective in our work with the young people that we serve. Strategies. Now, if you're expecting simple answers to complex problems, I'm not going to give you those, because people that try to sell you simple answers to complex problems will lie about other things too. What I will tell you are we do know there are strategies that we can use to help young people that struggle with neurological differences, but kids in general. We're going to talk about the importance of relationships. How do we build relationships? Why are relationships the foundation of effective instruction and the effective development of the young people that we serve? We'll talk about how to build relationships with kids that it's a little more difficult to build relationships with. And we'll talk about how to build those into our daily routine and make them an important part and a priority in the work that we do, and not just something that we provide lip service to, but something that you can actually observe, plan, and be intentional about. We'll talk about the importance of rituals and routines, how rituals and routines help build a balanced neurology for young people, which allow them to be in a learning state and achieve at a high level. We'll talk about how do we create behavioral expectations in order to create a sense of consistency in the expectations we have for young people. How do we teach those expectations and help them to be successful in what it means to be successful in an environment, whether it be in the school environment or the community environment, and those kinds of things. And intentional social emotional learning strategies, and how do we teach kids skills like knowing how their own feelings and how to regulate those feelings, how to recognize the feelings in others, and how to navigate the challenges of peer interaction and social skills. And we'll talk about how do we give kids feedback. What do we do with things like consequences and punishment and things like that, versus how do we provide that positive acknowledgement to help kids know when they're being successful, to spur them forward, and to help them have a sense of competency and ability as they navigate a very complicated world. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to heading north, looking forward to spending the day with you on February 23rd. The registration information is out. Don't know what the capacity of the room is, so I'd go ahead and get that spot reserved as soon as possible. So looking forward to seeing you soon. Looks like it's going to be about a month and it's going to be a great opportunity to meet folks. My first trip to St. Joseph County. So looking forward to seeing you soon.